All right, so repeat the question. If depression has a genetic component, then, could you repeat the last part? Sorry. Yes. Would it be selected for in the post-industrial society? I don't know, but I think, it's more common. Yeah.
Poor survival.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I don't know about the genetic components of depression, and maybe Jeff can fill up on that. But there are established biological biomarkers of depression. So there's distinct structural and functional differences in the brain in individuals with depression, and there could be genetic predecessors for that. But
yeah, I think that's a really good question, and that's one that for 30 years I've been asking. Why does bipolar illness and depression persist in the gene pool? I'm not sure that I necessarily agree with the proposal that it's getting more common. I think that our diagnostic criteria are opening up, and so more people are being diagnosed with depression that are really having sadness, bereavement, and grief. But to get back to the question, why would bipolar illness, which I think is the one that has the highest genetic inheritance of almost all psychiatric illnesses that I'm aware of, why is that persisting in the gene pool? What is it, to say that another way, is what is it about having the propensity to have bipolar disorder that is a survival advantage? Yeah. And if you look at bipolar illness as distinct from schizophrenia, or any other psychiatric illness that I'm aware of, with the very possible exception of anorexia. If you look at bipolar illness in the families, it is the only psychiatric illness I know that aggregates in high-achieving, successful, creative families. And that was part of the reason that I did that course for so many years on Great Men with Sick Minds, because I wanted to try to get across to the medical students that having bipolar illness doesn't mean that you're disabled. Disability is a completely different thing. The tendency, the propensity to have a bipolar illness may actually be something that in your family has increased the creativity, generativity, and such that is a survival advantage. Now, when it tips over from becoming, healthy to unhealthy, that's whenever someone gets treatment. It's very much like, our hip, the structure of our hips. They create an advantage because now we can run from tree to tree. Back on the Serengeti. But at the same time, it creates a liability for arthritis and all kinds of conditions of the hip that ultimately may take their toll or may cause problems in individuals at an early age. So.